From episode 1, Jujutsu Kaisen convinced you that Yuji Itadori was just an unlucky kid who ate a cursed artifact to save his classmates. That was a lie. Yuji eating Sukuna's finger wasn't a desperate accident. It was a cold, calculated execution plot 1,000 years in the making. Kenjaku didn't accidentally create Jujutsu High's greatest hero. He engineered a walking biological prison, and Sukuna walked straight into the trap. Think back to the very first chapter. Before Yuji ever knew what Jujutsu was, he was breaking world records without trying. He ran 50 meters in under 3 seconds. He threw a solid steel shot put through a soccer goal like a tank shell. At the time, everyone assumed Yuji had a heavenly restriction like Toji Fushiguro, but Toji gave up all cursed energy in exchange for physical godhood. Yuji still had baseline human cursed energy. So how was a normal 14-year-old boy matching superhumans without a vow? Because Gojo Satoru saw it the moment he looked at Yuji with the 6 eyes. Yuji was never a normal boy. His physical frame was forged from the exact genetic blueprint of the King of Curses himself. To understand Yuji, you have to go back to the Heian era. When Ryomen Sukuna was in his mother's womb, he was starving. To survive, Sukuna devoured his own twin brother. But in Jujutsu theory, a soul doesn't just vanish when it's eaten, it reincarnates. For 1,000 years, Kenjaku waited for that specific twin soul to reappear. When it finally reincarnated into a man named Jin Itadori, Kenjaku took over Kaori Itadori's body and did the unthinkable. Kenjaku birthed Yuji using the reincarnated soul of Sukuna's consumed twin. Yuji is literally Sukuna's nephew, carrying the exact same soul frequency, cursed energy affinity, and structural DNA. But Kenjaku didn't stop there. By engineering Yuji through the Death Womb paintings, Kenjaku gave Yuji a body capable of converting cursed energy directly into blood without needing reverse curse technique. Yuji was custom built to survive injuries that would instantly kill any other sorcerer. This is where the genius and horror of Kenjaku's plan unlocks. Normally, if a human eats one of Sukuna's fingers, the cursed energy incinerates them instantly. If by some miracle they survive, Sukuna completely wipes out their mind and takes control. So why couldn't Sukuna control Yuji? Because you can't overwrite a soul that shares your exact frequency. Yuji's body was forged to act as an unbreachable lock. By feeding Yuji a Death Womb painting in Sukuna's fingers, Kenjaku didn't make a vessel. He constructed a soul trap that Sukuna couldn't fight his way out of from the inside. Sukuna wasn't resting inside Yuji. He was suffocating in a biological cell designed specifically to neutralize him. Sukuna spent the entire series calling Yuji boring, weak, and pathetic, but Sukuna's arrogance blinded him to the reality right in front of his face. Why is Yuji able to land black flashes at a rate that breaks the laws of Jujutsu? Because sharing a body with Sukuna forced Yuji's soul to constantly perceive the true boundary of cursed energy. Every single power Yuji unlocked, from grasping the outline of the soul to inheriting Sukuna's own technique, Dismantle, exists for one single purpose. Yuji isn't designed to destroy curses. He is custom built to unravel Ryomen Sukuna piece by piece. When Yuji uses Dismantle, he doesn't cut flesh. He cuts the exact seam holding Sukuna's soul to Megami's body. His punches don't just cause physical damage, they tear Sukuna's soul away from its host, stripping the King of Curses of his power with every single blow. And the ultimate irony? Sukuna built his entire existence on one rule: the strong eat the weak, and the weak have no value. When Yuji finally unleashes his domain expansion, he doesn't trap Sukuna in a hellscape of violence. He takes Sukuna on a quiet walk through his childhood hometown. Yuji looks at the most terrifying calamity in history and offers him pity. He offers Sukuna a chance to step back into his cage and survive. To a hedonistic monster who views humans as meat, being pitied by the boy he called worthless was a fate worse than death. Yuji Itadori was never the main character by chance. He was never an accidental vessel. He is the ultimate karmic payback, born from the twin Sukuna ate 1,000 years ago, weaponized by Kenjaku, and forged to prove that Sukuna's entire philosophy was a lie.